Good morning, YouTube family. This morning I am making sausage balls, and I wanted to share the recipe with y'all because I think that you will enjoy it. It's something that our family has come to fall in love with, so I'm gonna make those up and I'm gonna leave the recipe for you guys in the description. If you don't know where the description is, find the little upside down triangle, click on it, it will drop down a box for you, and in that description is several things like our Amazon store where you can find products for no extra charge. It has listed things that we use in our homestead, items that we use in the home, and items that we use around out on the farm, but also the recipe will be listed down there for you. Okay, now I have all my ingredients put together. My sausage has been cooked. All my ingredients are put together. I've kind of got it stirred around. Now I have to start rolling out the sausage balls. I've got a cast iron skillet right here that I have sprayed with some vegetable oil. Not vegetable oil. With some olive oil. You want to make sure that your mixture is not too dry but not too sticky. So I'm just going to flour my hands. I'm not going to powder my hands. I'm going to flour them. And I'm going to do about balls about that size. And I'm going to put them over here in my cast iron. When I get done rolling out all the balls, I'm going to pop it in the oven for about 25 minutes. Okay, so I've taken my pan out really quick. Okay, as you can see, they are not totally done yet, but what I want to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to flip all of these and put them back in the oven. They are nice and golden. They are done, and we are about to chow down. I'm Batman.
Go. Mother, go.
Don't laugh.
Mother, go.
I'm Spider-Man.
Mother, go. That's for you, Mama Anna.
So you got to draw. Do you have to draw four?
What color? Yes. What color? You like. Wait. Yeah, it was pink.
JJ, what's that face for, dude?
All right, go. No.
Okay, so we're fixing to add some more hay. You see they've ate this down. Quarantino, the new bull, has ate it really good, and so has the dairy girls too. Now, you see she's doing phenomenal. This is her 4th day not being milked, and she's freshening up good and no swelling whatsoever. She's not even leaked any, which has been a blessing. So great job, Allie. But you see this. Now here's what I want to show you. Remember, that's where the sick cow Macy was. So just because we didn't know what she had, we're not going to put these cows on it yet. We're going to go and maneuver them all the way around to the other side of the house. Now, they've ate this hay. Now, say for instance you were keeping one paddock as what you call a sacrifice paddock, which I'm against, but say you were putting these cows in this paddock for good. Next time you put a bale out, you don't want it here. You want to spread what's left here because they're almost done with this bale. They're not going to eat all this. They've been laying in it. That will be great fertilization for next year. But this right here, once they eat it, that next bale does not need to go here. It needs to go way up here. It needs to go away from everything they've been around, because you see their concentration of manure, their concentration of them laying down, their concentration of eating has all been here. The only way, hey girl, the only way they're going to be good, healthy animals is to not put them back in their same filth area that they've been in. So when they finish this bale, now we're moving them, but say we were not moving them, we would want to put that bale way up here, so that way they would not have the issue of keeping in all this manure area. Because guess what we're going to do? Now we're going to take this old hay that they're not using and scatter it all over this manure. We're going to harrow this, so that way it'll spread the manure, take this extra hay, throw it all around here, and have a way better situation for next year. Hey girl. Hey girl. She likes a good head rubbing. Let me do it again. Hey girl. Okay guys, it's getting dark quick. I had a little work to do today, so I'm not getting home till late. You saw the cows. We'll try to show you the bulls right quick before it gets dark, just to give you an update on them and the 2 steers. But we have to water our greenhouse. I want to show you how good they're looking right quick. I'm gonna flip you around and let you look at this. And all right, so this is actually tomatoes and some lettuce growing here. This is a tomato. These 2 or 3 that's growing right here are tomatoes. This is all lettuce. This is all lettuce. This is lettuce. This is actually spinach. Now you see, I was getting very discouraged about this set because I had like 2 or 3 coming up, and I got so upset. But look at this. You're starting to see some creep on out now. Look at that. They're just slow because of some of the weather we've had. So we're really starting to see some of this come up and thrive. There's about 20 of them up now out of all that tray, and that's a lot more than what I had, because eventually out of these rows we only had 2, I thought. Well, now we have about 20. Same way here, all this lettuce is really starting to come up. That needs to be watered, so we're going to water it and then hit it with some fish emulsion right there. But while we're getting the hose, and also we're going to look at the boys, this lettuce is doing good right here. It's starting to really come up. This broccoli is just meh, meh, meh. This is purple lettuce right here. You can't hardly see it, but it's starting to come up really good. So we're really starting to see some of this early late winter, early spring come up for us. That's going to hopefully thrive. This lettuce you see back here is really starting to come up good. Our onions, all this stuff is doing extremely well. Look at that. Hey, so we're starting to get a few eggs again in the chicken laying boxes. So here's what we did. We gave them, of course, some nutrients. We started giving them a good bit more mealworms because it definitely adds a lot more protein. But here, our chickens, for the longest, when they were on conventional feed years ago, we did a 22% conventional feed. So we never lost egg production. So I started thinking about that. This is the first year, second year that we've done 16 and 18% protein. So, it made me think that might be my problem, is that in the winter they might require more protein. Sorry, I'm dumping the water, guys, so we can get fresh water. So I'm thinking that could be the problem. Well, guess what? We upped their protein. Bam, they started laying again. So that's how we always kept the chickens laying in the winter, is we were giving them more protein. So we started upping their protein, and guess what? We're starting to get a few more layers in. We got 3 or 4 eggs here, 3 or 4 eggs here. So that's what we want to see. So again, hint, if you're not getting eggs, maybe want to add their protein or up their ratio of protein, add some mealworms, or just simply change their feed for winter feeding. Soak their feed in something that might be protein induced, some milks, things like that. They love it. So just get creative. All right, so you notice, of course, this is our dairy steer. Now, the only reason we have a dairy steer is because he was Elsa and Daddy-O's baby. So our dairy steer will be just ground beef. Because they don't really grow monster body size, they end up being more of a scrawny, almost like a deer. So we'll make them more of our ground beef. And now, Petey, on the other hand, right there, he will be the one we grow up to really do our steaks, our roast, because he is a big-bodied cow, actually, or bull, excuse me. He is a little bit younger than Chrissy, but look at his, I mean, his frame is already so much bigger than the dairy steer here. Now, here's what we've done. I'll show you, this is what I mean by winter and where their water is and moving them regularly. Now, we keep their hay in the barn. They moved in this area probably about a week ago. So we opened that other paddock back there to let them graze in and then come back in here and eat hay because it's fixing to get rainy. Now, their water starts here, all right? You see they've got it dirty. Every day we move that water bucket up. Now you see the traffic is terrible here, but if we had left it right here, it'd have been a mud hole. It's not a mud hole, it's just where they've been. So you see how this is a lot more wet, a lot more used, because this is where it was yesterday. This is the water that we just dumped out, and then we moved it here. So we got to come on up all the way, and we'll put the water back over here. So that way they're never just in their own manure all the time. Of course, they won't lay in this, but when this gets done, guess what we'll do? Is take that old hay that they're not using, and go all along this fence and lay it all in here. And guess what? It will help bed new seeds and make this area even stronger for next spring, because that's a Bahia grass hay, so that'll help it get stronger for this next year. See how much big body he is? He's a bigger body animal. He's so much younger. He's younger than Kristoff. He's about a month and a half, 2 months younger. And look how much bigger he is. Now, they're still young. They're still, I mean, he's only 6 months. Chrissy's only 8 months, so they're young. So they have a lot of growing to do. But he's going to be more of our, steaks, beef, roast, ribeyes. He's going to be more of our ground beef, and that's how we differentiate. Of course, Daddy-O's looking phenomenal as always. Again, like we talked in older videos, we don't know how long Daddy-O will stay on farm because we only have one dairy cow now. So he may maneuver and all of it, especially when Quarantino gets big enough to do his thing. Once he does his thing, Daddy will probably find a new farm hand somewhere, and he will be a great bull because he is phenomenal. So if you're interested, if you're in this area or you're interested in Daddy-O, he'll be coming up probably for sale in the next few months. All right, let's finish filling up their water, and then let's water the greenhouse before dark. All right, their water's filled up. Let's go water the greenhouse.
Happy birthday, Sayla!
Woo!
So Sayla is 6 today, and she requested hamburgers and homemade fries. So that's what we are making.
They look yummy too.
Hope they are. And we made a homemade cake with cream cheese icing.
Ooh.
So I don't have to talk to that. So we're gonna eat leftover homemade ice cream and homemade cake, and she wanted fries and burgers, so that's what she got today.
Man, that looks pretty good, doesn't it?
The French fries are always my favorite though.
Yes, they are. They're so good. Look at them.
They can't beat a dairy burger.
With some ranch. Aiden's got like 4 burgers over there.
He's just saying that.
Are you ready to eat? Yummy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cassie. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
You're trying to take mine before you do.
She's fine.
I didn't even get to blow out the candle.
We had to make believe candle, huh?
Wait,
You should set a match in there.
There are matches in there. Matches as candles.
That would be creative, huh?
I saw it on my YouTube video.
We have one trying to finish her burger over there.